we feeling tonight? When I say love, you say love, love, love. Is today February 22nd? Are we celebrating Curtis Bryant's motherfucking birthday tonight? So when I say love, you say love, 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 love. Love. This is Poetry Ain't Dead. A good friend of mine by the name of Joel. A few years ago, he said, "Hey Cole, I want to do this show, and I want you to be the host of it." And a lot of people think this show is my idea, but it absolutely was not. This was all Joel's idea. This show was Joel's idea. This house was Joel's idea. This basement, this venue, this space that we all come to love and share and express with one another was all Joel's idea. So before we start the night, can we please give a beautiful round of applause to the owner of Airloom, Joel. All right, so a year ago, a young man moved into this home, because this is a house. People still live here too. So please respect, the neighbors. Don't be screaming and stuff when you're outside. But a year ago, this young man moved into this house, and I told him then, I was like, "Hey, bro, I don't live here, but I'll always be here, so you gonna see me." And he was just like, "Okay." And out of nowhere, now he's like my brother. He's literally ate Christmas dinner with me and my mother. He's had New Year's brunch with me and my entire family. Curtis, I love you like a brother. I'm so thankful that you came into my life, our life. You came back to Atlanta. And yeah, just thank you. So everybody, please clap it up for Curtis. Please, please, please. So Curtis is an amazing photographer. I'm a rapper as well as a poet and a host, and I just dropped a project a few months ago called Coley the Mixtape. And my brother Curtis shot those pictures for that cover art. He done shot maybe 15 people in this room. He done taken some pictures of you, whether it was at Picture Day 1, Picture Day Part 2, whether you done scheduled an actual photo shoot with him or you just been in the house or in the vibe. And he's just like, "Hey, come here. You look nice. You're cute. I like your outfit. Come take a picture." And he's just so social. He's a literal light in everybody's life that he meets. So on 3, I want everybody to say happy birthday, Curtis. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Curtis. So just a few rules and regulations. Birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Back to the chorus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Thank you for initiating that, yes. So a few rules and regulations before we get started. Raise your hand if you've ever been to a Poetry Ain't Dead show before. I'm sorry, not raise your hand. Make some music. I'm a teacher. I'm so sorry. I'm not in the classroom. Make some music. Make some noise if you ever been to Poetry Ain't Dead. Okay, new question. Make some noise if you have never been to Poetry Ain't Dead before. Well, welcome to the motherfucking show. All right, so I know, sometimes they say we want to snap at poetry shows. And sometimes that is the vibe, and sometimes that's very 1995, so we in 2025. We living in the future in this motherfucker, So when we get done, clap, make some noise, scream. If somebody want to really make some noise, so say somebody's spitting something and you really feel it in that moment. You don't gotta hold back what you're saying. You can give them the love in that moment. So here I am. I'm about to spit a poem right now in the moment and show me some love. Say anything. Say go in or yeah or make some noise or clap or snap or do whatever you want in the moment. Okay, so Pete, hold on. Band, just play something smooth, something real soft. Let's on the cake. Stay on the hat for me. Give me not even a rim shot, just the hat. Poetry, poem. Poem, poetry. Okay, one more time. Hold on, let's try that one more time. Poetry ain't dead. Dead ain't poetry. Okay, I think y'all ready. Y'all got the vibe. Y'all got the understanding of how we do this. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna start it off, band. Y'all keep that same shit going. Look at how the fuck. Make some motherfucking noise for the Poetry Ain't Dead band in this bitch. I told them to come in and they came in right on cue with exactly what we needed. Hold on, my bad. Sometimes I forget my password. Okay. All right, so bring the energy down for me just a little bit. So something very, 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 very special is about to happen. Something that I've never done before. So usually I always open up, I do a set of my own stuff. But our good friend, Mr. Curtis Bryant, just dropped a digital poetry book by the name of When I Die, Bury Me in White So I Can Marry God. In dedication to his beautiful mother. I will not spit any of my poetry tonight. I will only recite poems from Curtis's book. So all of the words that you hear tonight that I speak will come from Curtis. So please make some noise for Curtis Bryant one more time. The title of this first piece is Alpha Omega. You know, preface, some of these pieces are short, so I'll read it again. I used to please myself to convince myself that it was better than being in a relationship where I could end up hurt. Until I learned that I should please myself even while in relationships with others. Because my pleasure begins and ends with me always. I'm gonna do that one more time. Alpha Omega. I used to please myself to convince myself that it was better than being in a relationship where I could end up hurt. Until I learned that I should please myself even while in relationships with others. Because my pleasure begins and ends with me always. Alpha Omega. This is called How Does It Feel? We all have that one ex that it didn't work out with. But at the end of the day, they won't ever be able to forget how we made them feel. When it comes to love, we way too often forget about the power of just showing up. There is no gift, orgasm, or handwritten note that can take the place of someone who showed up for you. How does it feel? I got a few more I'm gonna do. This is called First Dates. The next time you have a great first date, I want you to go home, journal all about it. And then I want you to say out loud to God, if this person is a distraction, release them. If they are a dream, show me more. Then go to sleep. And whatever happens, just know it was either for your protection or your progress. This is another short one. This is called Consideration, no scissor. In relationships, we oftentimes seek admiration and validation, yet we forget the most important resource to romance, which is consideration. One more time. In relationships, we oftentimes seek admiration and validation, yet we forget the most important resource to romance, which is consideration. And that's consideration, no scissor. Just a few more. I'm gonna do a short one, then a long one, and then I'm gonna close it out. The name of this is rejection. Your journey to love will include rejection, but don't fall in love with it. Fall in love with yourself so that rejection remains process and not pain. Once more. Your journey to love will include rejection, but don't fall in love with it. Fall in love with yourself so that rejection remains process and not pain. This piece is called Final Destination. I remember when I said on a friend's podcast that black love was no longer my final destination, meaning I was opening myself to other options, as I think we all should be. Black love is beautiful, but a lot of times it is based on trauma bonding, and it oftentimes leaves no room for growth. We want to be seen so bad for your skin and experiences, yet a lot of us haven't even learned or committed ourselves to being able to talk about what it truly feels like to be in your mind or in your body. Black love is about just getting it, no explanations. Well, to be in love with me, you must ask questions. You must dive deep into thoughts and pathways that we never thought we would, could, or would visit. My experience is my experience. But now I want to experience love and life with you. Black love. Final destination. Y'all fucking with these so far? Look, it is not my pen. Shout out to Curtis Bryant. Make some motherfucking noise for Curtis. All right, I got one more short one and then I'm gonna end it. This is called IDK. A friend taught me that love isn't possession, but instead it's attention. And I've been confused about love ever since. A friend taught me that love isn't possession, but instead it's attention. And I've been confused about love ever since. IDK. All right, the very last one from me. My next poet, go ahead and get mentally ready to start setting up. We got something very special coming up for y'all. This is called Questions That Need Answers, also known as QTNA. The next time someone says they find you attractive, ask them, what do you like about me? The next time someone says they want to have sex with you, ask them, what would you do if you had the chance? The next time someone brags about the money they have, ask them, who was the last person you helped? And lastly, the next time someone says, I really love your energy, ask them, how would you multiply it? Questions that need answers. Make some motherfucking noise for Curtis Bryant, ladies and gentlemen. He is the amazing writer. He is the amazing writer of all of those poems I just read. He is the birthday boy. He has turned a young, beautiful 35. He is an amazing photographer. He is an amazing friend, an amazing brother. And the book is still for sale. So you motherfucker, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna call y'all motherfuckers. I'm so sorry. I need another drink and I may call y'all motherfuckers a little later. So you lovely people, please talk to Curtis to see how you can buy it. If I'm not mistaken, you Cash App him and then use $1 is all it costs for this PDF, or is it a PDF? Yeah, of all of these beautiful poems, and he'll send it to you. Please, 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 if you want a beautiful photograph session with your love, your family, just yourself, whether it's for something personal, whether it's for something professional, he's an amazing person to reach out to. He's an amazing person to reach out to for anything you need. He's one of my favorite people that I've ever met, and I'm so glad that we can celebrate him on this beautiful day. One more time, please clap it up for Curtis Bryant. I love you, brother. You ready? She gotta, where we at? All right, so I'm gonna stand here with the band as our next poet gets prepared. Somebody raise your hand. Anybody, raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand. Anybody, raise your hand. That was really the only hand I seen. Come on, here, come here. Yeah. Clap it up for this person as they approach the stage. Lovely people here tonight. What is your name for the crowd?
Asaya.
Asaya, what are 3 things that you love about yourself? Bring it down for me, Ben, just a little bit.
I am black, and I love that about myself. I love other people, and I think that's wonderful. And I am extremely powerful, and I don't let my past define me. I let it makes me stronger. Yes.
Clap it up for Asaya one more time. Somebody else raise your hand. Anybody, raise a hand. Y'all are so shy tonight. Oh my goodness. Amy, come here. I'm gonna just start picking on people. Come here. Thank you so much. Clap it up for Amy as she approaches the stage. I know.
It's one thing to be a listener. It's another to witness the process.
Yes.
And it's garnered a newfound respect that I have for him. I love how he loves me, man.
Ashe, beautiful, yes. Clap it up for love. Clap it up for motherfucking love. We ready, brother? So a little bit about me. I'm a high school teacher. And like I said, I rap too. I don't just do poetry. I don't just host. But I teach drama and I teach economics, which is the senior social studies class. And the history department or the social studies department puts on the Black History program for the school every year. So our auditorium can only hold 500 to 600, so we can't get all 1,800 students in it. But I was the co-organizer for the Black History program this school year. which was today at work. And we had 500 students to maybe 550 students in the auditorium, about 20 to 30 of my coworkers, and we had, a performance from the cheerleaders, a performance from the ROTC drill team, and the dance class, and the drum line, and other people. I can't forget the chorus, and even our teachers that are Divine Nine, they came out and did some strolls. Like, it was a really beautiful program. The theme was music through the ages. And last year I brought something really beautiful to the school that I thought they would benefit from, that I benefited from when I was in high school, which is a cipher. And we put the cipher on last year, and only one student participated. This year I had 7 students participate in the cipher, and I was the final rapper in the cipher. So I made my musical debut to 500 of my students at my school today. And I tell them all the time, oh yeah, I'm the best rapper in the school, you just don't know it. And now they know it. So shout out to teaching these youngins. Look, I'm like, my last line was, I got students that's 14 years old and I've been rapping longer than they've been alive. So, shout out to Subtle Flexes, shout out to living in your art, shout out to living in your truth. And when applicable and possible, merging that professional world with your artistic world if you can. I would love to be like some of my peers up here and have my art be my profession. And in some ways it is, but while we provide for ourselves, never forget your passions and never forget the things that you care about. And when you bring them to that space, you can help put smiles on those people's faces. So please remember that and keep that in mind. I thank you so much for being here. We ready, brother? All right, so are y'all ready for the first artist of the night? I can't motherfucking hear you. If you're ready for the first artist of the night, say hell yeah. Say hell yeah. Well, start clapping right now, start clapping right now, start clapping right now. And welcome to the stage, Bryce.
Hello. How y'all doing today? Y'all, I was nervous all day. Y'all don't even understand. I really appreciate this opportunity coming from Cole. I've only been in Atlanta for about a year and some change now, and starting to pursue that poetry career out here. And this is actually my first feature out here, so that is a very, very big step for me. Thank you. So I wanted to kind of switch it up, So I got my girl, and she is going to be doing a portrait painting while I do one of my pieces. But before I get into that, I want to, if I can, do I have my phone? Where my phone at? You seen it? I ain't got it. Well, I think you did put it in your purse. Oh, no, that's your phone. Oh, sorry, y'all. And it's not in there. Great. Was it the table in the back? No, I didn't. I thought I had it too. All right. Well, scratch that. I was going to touch up on the first poem I ever wrote to basically start off this passion of poetry, but I don't have my phone. I don't remember the first poem I ever wrote. So, Morgan, yes. Why don't we get the show started? How y'all doing tonight? All right, so this first piece I'm going to do is one of my pieces that I actually give titles to. It's called Sexless Dimensions. All right. Are you ready? got it, girl. You got it. Alrighty, we're gonna jump right into it. Can I get y'all to bring it down just a little bit? Thank you, thank you, thank you. The energies work at ease, helping the mind to seize its right to know a gravitational flow that rose upon the skies like a bright planet that is easy to see with the naked eye. I'll pull you forward, just don't look back. Realize all the people that have tried to take a crack at your sacrifice, a crack that helped you find your way through life, a crack that was made by you but fixed by you, a crack through time with a light that shines through the view of a lifetime. I can give you a lifetime. It is I who sees the future with very pure vision. I will slowly make my incision into your psyche. Analytic temperance built off the broken dreams of monolithic tombstones. I'll pull you forward, just don't look back. Please, don't look back. I will mold you, I will sculpt you, drag you through the mud, get you nice and filthy, wash you clean, then rub you dry so you can see the truth of reality that lives beneath your eyes. Yes, but see me, I will show you the real truth to the world. A world where every man fends for himself, grabbing things from shelves, knowing they don't have the money to pay while the master planner lays in his bed. The pain and sorrow you experience is the work of your fate. Waves crashing into your master plan. Your roots being torn up from beneath your feet. I create the ability for the universe to have this feet, the hand that feeds you rotten ideologies, rotten beliefs, rotten goals, rotten gods, rotten dreams, rotten souls, rotten pods, rotten codes, rotten pistols, rotten screams from the alleyway, rotten motives, rotten homes, a dark shadow that's cast upon every biome. I am grotesque. I am the hardship. I am the ignorance. May I cast upon you the great wrath of my hindrance. You'll become nothing as long as I live. Don't look forward, look back. Look me in my eyes. But wait, look to me, the spawn that has withdrawn all the fear. Hear the vibration of my alchemy. There is no comparing me to me. I am the almighty energy. Be aware of the morphing of your thoughts. Morphine for your thoughts. Soon your soul is next. It is written in the text of your dreams. Feel the textures of your complexness. You have to strive to perfect this, expect this. Know that your colors will reflect this unless this gets out of hand. It's now up to you to correct this. You gotta affect this. Use your soul to express this while they watch you from the shadows like Netflix. I stress this one thing so you can soon guess this ring. Pyrotechnics, he can soon set flame to all I'm saying. But nevertheless, this is my guide to get you to the dimension where you are sexless. I will pull you up. Just don't look down. Don't look down. Poem. Y'all give it up for Miss Morgan. She is a aspiring artist. She is getting better by the day. And this is her first experience to display her art in front of a crowd of people. So that's something I'm very glad to be able to help her with. So we might even put a price tag on this paint if somebody want to buy it after the show. All right. This next piece is called Farewell. Farewell, young soldier, and welcome lover, welcome giver, welcome teacher, welcome soft side, slick and smooth, welcome to the new groove of life. Strife and physical manners have prepared you for these very moments. You've opened my eyes time and time again, and now you must begin your departure, my old friend. No more need to depend on leads that tend to end in the lynching of one's generosity to feed thoughts through things that you now disown. Not knowing the throne you sat on was merely the stepping stone to a new one. It is now a truly felt energy that you feel to the core of your bones. The things you used to condone have sank to the bottom of the tank that contains countless cowardice ways. Farewell. The death and rebirth of King You, me. We are now connected like no other. The life force you sacrificed, I'll receive with open arms. A great big hug that resonates with relentlessness. A tug from me which designates you to the proper, prosperous destination. Fairy tale like life, like you would have never even thought the pen could be like wife to you. Psych wipes away tears while I write to blues. It's been 7 years. I learned how to cry again. Not a desperate cry, but a healing one, feeling some things I finally can say I'm proud to feel. No more concealing the unappealing. I reach my hands up to the ceiling, giving praise to myself. Look at me now. And no, I didn't do it alone. I probably wouldn't have been able to get here on my own. Transforming solid to the core. My last self nodded, seeing how I can pour my whole soul out for me. Reciprocating my own energy. Farewell. I try not to take anything for granted anymore, cause I know at the blink of an eye can all be taken from me. Or even worse, I can be taken from it. But I don't worry, I leave it up to fate and live my life with power and peace of mind. Stand on my grind, knowing that in some point in time I'ma make it out the matrix. I'ma make it out. Then I'ma free my friends. Then I'ma free my family. Then I'ma free the world. Uncannily the example he would die to be. I'm sure he can mince my efforts into allowing my soul to transcend another story. I'm in my pearl essence. I'm finally starting to feel my omnipresence. Lessons, lesson, heartbreak. Witnessing how I take stress and fold it up, burn it up. Depth of breath in. Realize what's left in. Not penalized what's kept in. Apply my high eye to see my future so broad, so fast. Past me has been outclassed. I mask great memories, but I try not to replay them. Cause we can't be stagnant. Mastering fragment attachment, so farewell. Farewell, young soldier. Poem. Alright, I'm just sliding to the next one. I feel good. I'm not nervous no more, y'all. I think I'm in my sweet spot. This next piece doesn't have a title, but we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Matter of fact, let's cut the music for this one. I see you. You don't look like nothing worth a life. Matter of fact, I think I should just take the light from your eyes. Matter of fact, I think I should just take the hope from your soul. Matter of fact, I think I should just take everything you ever could have lived for, cause you don't look like nothing worth a life. See, I'm that thing. I leave that ring in your ear when you hit my sweet spot so good that I make it rain. I'm so loud you gon' hear when I pop off, leave a nigga knocked off while he lays there with his top off. Be having niggas screaming till they have a locked jaw. I see every flaw and it pisses me off, constantly making me wanna withdraw while I lead the crowd watching and all like, yeah. Damn, we got another man down, like, damn. I really want to frown, but shit, it's the norm now, huh? See, I'm not racist, but it just so happens that my kids only like shooting up black clubs, leaving leaders that can fill a tub in the streets, using your blood to create my beautiful spectacle of art on my canvas I call it concrete. As you lead a scene with sounds on my voice on repeat, see, I feel a need to critique. I feel like you would look a lot better with holes all in your physique. You're not unique. You just like every other little black boy. You just like every other baby mama that nigga couldn't enjoy. You just like every other soldier that had to get deployed. Just like every other family I felt the need to destroy. Is crazy how I hold so much malice in my heart. It's like every time I think, the only thoughts I can come up with is how to send somebody else to that beautiful white palace in the dark front seat view while I rip his body apart, tear his friends and family souls to shreds. The energy I emit should be something you dread. I got you keeping your head on the swivel. You ain't used to me being civil. Your energy, I don't like it. It's a little bit too unofficial. The reasons for my actions hard to solve like a riddle. I'm a artificial contraption. I listen to the devil's whistle telling me and helping me see your soul is up for his dismissal. You ain't used to me giving second chances or chances at all. If I gave you a chance, that mean I messed up. And clearly I need to restart, back to square one. I cling to hips with trigger fingers itching to grip, fantasizing 100 different ways you can bleed out as my little friends exit my tip. If you was smart, you would steer clear of me so you can stay off the depth chart. Cause I'm not the one to play with. Next time you see me, you better run. Matter of fact, I think it's about time I introduce myself. My name is Gun. Poem. Thank y'all. I don't know, how we looking on time? We can do one more. All right, we got one more. Let's bring a little tune back into play, you know. Push all that negative energy aside real quick.
It was needed.
Once again, this piece is also not titled. I don't really put titles on my pieces, for real. I just finish it and go straight to the next one. I don't even think about titling it. All right, here we go. Good evening, construct. Good morning, tutelage. Good riddance to the wire of the system, and make way for the adjourning of your thought process. Stake the desire for your mind's attire while listening to symphonies play an orchestrated musical of tyranny. Developing a form to become psychiatrically castrated. And let us be free for the time being to be stars in the night, crossing paths under the moonlight. Let us select new delegates of the world order, dictated by the universal powers to represent the true essence of hope contained within the seed. Let us disconnect greed from our inherent self-worthiness. Let us begin to utilize the incantation of language and depict poetry from scriptures. Take a deep breath and drain your mental to then dive into the mind of what this poet sees. His sight of seeds surrounded by sanctions built from actions embedded into melanin puppets, or rather, the ones from systems flowing through the past and now, intergalactic dust, ancient knowledge claimed by the present. Are type 1 for the reactive cusp, cut down the middle, catching notches on the way. Ultimately undone. And the thing we've done is watch it drown. Cities under pressure while we take pride in painting pictures for cities not built for us. On top of the fact that we're the wait for them to permit these actions. We now facilitate zones amongst ones of hierarchy and dwell in the midst of broken homes. Intertwined fates have become of our lives until we separate the soul. But not of what can be find if not fickle, so I'll continue to tickle my mind and at times grind my teeth, anxiously waiting on a thought to lock. Blocked off they seem, but see, spirit never clocks out. Frantic fantasies of finding or fathoming what year it may seem. Soul burnt, future turned, so what may clear it? Walking highways to a haven, souls burnt, crying loud, dying proud, but who may hear it? International plans cloud the essence during adolescence, and we see who may fear it. Burnt skin to the wind and then blown away to another day, dimension, soul lost. This is deemed the cost, so ladders to climb it is, and here it lies at the edge of a bed made of silver, silk, diamonds, quote, so anyone near dies. In harmony hanging haven from heaven's gate, but the gold hangs too high, and they have yet to allow the stats to escape, purposely of course, bearing benevolence binds emotional intelligence, going from God-forsaken to God forsake him. And what lies is the vacancy of heart over matter, outweighing the hate within. And then, those who forget history are doomed to repeat it. I guess you can call that the circles of life. What goes around comes around, and the malicious repetition is the addition of our own fate. Poem. Thank y'all so much for having me. I really appreciate Cole for letting me have this opportunity. This is the start to a very bright future of poetry for Bryce Goodwin.
Where can we follow you?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at lmBryce, but I changed the I to an L, so it's lmBryce, lmBryce. All right.
Make some noise one more time for Bryce, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all ready for that next poet? Well, keep that applause going. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And welcome to the stage, the one, the only hippie soul.
This chapter of my life is called Breathe. Do that with me. This chapter of my life is called Breathe. You spent your whole life holding no air in your lungs, but fighting for oxygen in your head. It's time to inhale all the things that turned your mornings numb. Exhale where the light meets the darkness. Dance in every sun you grew weary of shining in. This chapter of my life is called Release. You spent your whole life holding bags filled to the brims of your eyelids. This is when a bag lady finally puts her bags down. Unpack the garments that no longer fits into her new frame. It's time to add more salvation to your army. This chapter of my life is called Being. Breathe. Now, release. Poem.
You say who that was down, baby? Peace, how y'all feeling? Thank you, Airloom. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Coley. Happy birthday, Curtis. I'm a lover girl by default. So, I'm about to give y'all some love poems and a bunch of storytelling. Vibe with me. If I have to ask for it, I don't want it. If it's truly love, why wait till morning? If you love me like you say you could, hold me like no one else should. Nights are starting to feel like the only time I feel close to you. I had someone ask me, is it still love when you're not doing it right? But love, we're still doing it, right? Poem. Can I get no music right now? Y'all could join in, but just let me start it. I only create when your eyelids are heavy, leaving minds filled with storms that crack levees. Your Mount Rushmore only resembles me, and before me, you've never climbed mountains, baby. If we're all idols, how could we measure imperfections? I found you wilted, yet I carried you home and potted you. Seasons change, and I still found time to water you. I wrote every poem about you in color pencil. Shit, I love the way the hues blend at the end. This poem is for us. For us, I realized I was no longer writing poems, but the poems were writing me. I never asked you for storms, yet you forecast the eye of them in my living room.
Love is a loop. Love is a loop. Love is a fucking loop. Love without feeling is just language. Hold me close, though we both know forever doesn't exist. I tend to write poems about forevers that no longer exist. The art of letting go. I wonder if my touch still reaches you on nights you feel alone. 'Cause last night, I reached over for your comfort in my slumber. You weren't there. Instead, I was reminded that letting go has given my dreams space to frolic. Being just another interlude, sometimes the record skips one too many times between melodic troubles. Allow yourself grace over the things that are out your hands. 'Cause at the end of it all, we have is these memories. So make the best of them. Make the most of them. Make plenty of them. Poem. Y'all still rocking with me? Well, this next piece, my best friend, Bryant with the pen. My best friend, Bryant with the pen, throw these writing events called the Ink Refill. My very first time at the Ink Refill, she gave the writing prompt, "What do you fear?" I was like, that's a crazy ass question to ask a room full of writers. And at the time, I was going through so much life. And I was like, I know. So here's something I fear. I fear love would never keep you home. But I carve out my heart for you. Place it at the door in case you needed a place to dry off your docks after marching through muddy puddles of a world that never taught you what love was in the first place. I fear you'll always think you're too hard for soft hands. I fear I won't be able to catch you once you loosen your grip. I fear you'll stop running long before your heart does. I fear these words will be the ones that drown me. I fear I'll never finish this poem. About to get into my last poem. Can I get no music and then y'all can join in? Something as simple as me hearing your name puts me in a space where I can't even explain. Something about love made me want to tell the world. The lack of it made me want to give it all to you. Why is it that I go against myself for you? A battle that my heart will always choose to lose. Walking the guidelines without God as my guide always leads to my demise and lingering soul ties. It's mental abuse to believe wishes from old wells. Constantly saying, oh well, steady picking up the pieces knowing that it all fails. This love at war has left my heart wounded, lost in a sea of empty spells, with a fist full of bullet shells. I pledge my allegiance to you. How ironic. That's the same place you pledge your allegiance to. With your hands still dirty, I loved you, and we called that shit poetry. It was the way that you flowed with me. How you held me down when I got cold feet, you became my heartbeat. Tunnel vision so I can't see the darkness from your arson I'm in, way too deep. Tripping, always falling into illusions of what if, then back into what it always was meant to be. You've trained a bitch in me to believe that manipulation is a form of intimacy. I say you trained a bitch in me to believe that manipulation is a form of intimacy. Kiss me, whisk me around your right index. I can't stress how much I want to be a part of you. The heart of you that you have entangled. Tracing a triangle with my finger. If you turn it to the left and look at the angle, you'll see the three of us. The we of us. Torment to see what has always been a dream for us. I really didn't know back then, but right now I'm totally sure. Poem.
Can we follow you, please?
Sorry. What's the FEMA number? What's your FEMA number? You can follow me at soulful_hippie. That's soulful_hippie. I also got a podcast called Poetic Sarcasm with my co-host Moon, which is right there. But yeah, soulful_hippie. Peace. Thank y'all for having me. Give it up for Coley!
Make some motherfucking noise for Hippie Soul one more time, ladies and gentlemen. If you like me, and I know you're like me because you're in this motherfucker, then you probably hot. So move around, take some air, use the bathroom, relieve how you gotta relieve, get a drink, get some water, get some food. I think one taco $5, two tacos $10, three tacos $13. You get some chips, you got some nachos. Get you something to eat. We got these amazing vendors over here, and we will be back in just a few minutes. Band, y'all sound great. Take a break. Y'all take a break too. Mondo, if you can't hit that play on that music, my brother. Poetry ain't dead. We will be right back. This is the intermission. We'll be back in 10 minutes. We good? When I say love, you say love, love, love. If y'all enjoy the first part of the show, say hell yeah. If y'all enjoy the first part of the show, say hell yeah. So we got some more amazing poets coming up, and then we gonna have our open mic to close it out. Unfortunately, the open mic list is officially closed. People were asking to sign up beforehand, signing in at the door, finding me and chasing me down and signing in. And we have our limit of artists on the open mic list. So please, when our features are over, don't feel afraid to stay. Don't be afraid to share space with us for a little bit longer and show respect to all of the other artists that came to express themselves. If that's cool, say cool. Okay, so y'all ready for our next artist, our first artist out of intermission? I don't know, y'all still seem a little low energy. If you're ready for the next artist, say hell motherfucking yeah. And start clapping right now, start clapping right now, start clapping right now. And welcome to the stage, Faithjanee!
Hello. And y'all can start whenever. We're just gonna go into it. Thank you. You may. Can we be present in what just happened just now? So, I was outside and I took my shoes off so I could get grounded. And I asked God to tell me what I am supposed to speak about. And I looked up at the moon and God said, stand in your light. Come back home to yourself. Bring your bags with you. Place them on the ground and know that you do not have to hold them. You will pick them back up and continue to allow them to carry you on this journey, or at least you'll be convinced as so, and you'll know. The bags are not the things that are carrying you home. They're the things that are keeping you back from it. They're the things that are dividing you from you and you and you and you. Look how beautiful we are. Wow. You know, sometimes I just get overwhelmed by beauty. And I don't know how to act, and it's interesting. because I love so immensely, but I feel as though I am not deserving of it. And why is that? Why am I so afraid of myself? And I realize it's because I've convinced myself that I'm broken, because a long time ago I was shattered and nobody cared to pick me back up. So I'm afraid that I will cut you. Please stay away from me. And I will do everything in my power to try and keep you. So I will lose you every time. I realize whenever I kiss someone, I've always been the first to pull away. When I'm alone, I used to go outside in the backyard in Texas and I would lay in the grass. I would allow her to hold me because I did not feel worthy of anybody holding me, but I knew that my mother would. I knew that the grass would carry me because am I not her? Is that not how I love myself? By loving this earth, we are so used to taking care and taking advantage of our mothers. And why is that? Is she not you? Did she not sacrifice her body for 9 to 10 months to birth you into this world? And all you have to say for it is, I will continue to walk all over you. Have we no respect of our home? And God said, Faith, I will carry you home. A while ago, I told a woman about how I refuse to take showers in the light. I have to do them in the dark always. I am afraid of what I'll see in the mirror naked. Why am I afraid of myself, of my skin, of my mind? Am I not beautiful? Are we not beautiful? And God said, I will carry you home. But first, you have to observe, Faith. You have to look at everybody here and realize that we are all mirrors. Turn on the light, the lady said. I said, I am afraid of what I'll see. She said, do not be afraid of what destruction, of what chaos, of what beautiful creation you have caused. Just turn on the light and stand in it. Today, it felt like my birthday, even though it's Curtis's. Happy birthday. But there's something about the two, and for 2 years now, I've been coming back home to myself. Today, I woke up. I wrote in my journal. I took a shower in the dark. I allowed the water to cleanse me. Even though I just got a retwist recently, but I needed to feel her touch. I needed to be reminded of what this love is. Is it not cleansing yourself in the dark? Today I saw myself. I looked myself in the mirror without ever opening my eyes. Today I realized that the darkness was never my demise. The darkness was the prize, baby. And yeah, you may have used it as a disguise once or twice, but we brought you to the dark so you could hear yourself. For the past year, I've been showering in the dark, and it's the only time that I can hear myself. For the past year, I've been yearning, I've been desiring, I have been desperate to hear myself and nothing more. All I want to do is hear myself. It's like I don't care about the money. I don't care about the things. I don't care about that post on Instagram. I just don't have a fuck to give. All I want to do is hear myself, and I've been listening. today I put down the pen and I picked up my voice. I can hear myself today. And God said, come home and let me carry you. Open thought. My name is Faithjanee. Y'all look so beautiful. Thank you.
Reflections.
So, introducing myself, I just moved here a couple months ago. And if I could go through the series of events during this transition to get me here, to get me home, people have been asking me, so what brought you here? And honestly, I really don't know, but I realized that it's to get closer to God and to get closer to myself and to get closer to humanity. How blessed we are to be here tonight. How blessed we are to be able to look at somebody else in this season. In this season, I ask you to stop worrying about doing your best and simply do your honest. Because we are tired. We are tired of worrying about what anybody else will think of us always, all the time. We can't sleep. We wake up in the morning and we get on our phones and we tap into everybody else's life, and then we feel so lost and so confused. Why is that? Anyway, I guess I should do a poem now that I actually wrote.
Hey, we receive it all. Okay.
My name is Faith. I was born on a Louisiana morning at 7:49 a.m. a Sunday. My favorite day. It reminds me when they say, and God created the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day she rested. Well, I know on that Sunday, God stayed up just to take her time with me. I'm a double Pisces, and yes, I'm flexing. Sun and moon, like Erykah Badu. I guess that means that I'm the best thing that ever happened to anyone in my life. It's true. I do think that. I find myself hilarious too. I'm delusional enough to believe that everything that I touch is magic. I'm a magician. I'm also a kid. I dream a lot, but for years now I've been having this nightmare that I'm getting chased, and sometimes being chased in my dreams is the only time where I feel wanted. Dear self, you're great. And if anyone hasn't told you today, remember, I love you. You are wanted. When I was younger, I used to have conversations with myself for hours on end. I was my first best friend. Have you ever broken up with a best friend? I miss me. Hey Faith, can you remember when they used to ask us, why are you always smiling? Ain't nothing to be happy about. When we used to live in that love and that constant state of gratitude, and life just tasted so much better that way, so we smiled. I miss that too. Lately, I do this thing where I get really emotional in public. It's like my eyes are opening. I just see, like, I can look at you and I see you and I see you and I see you, and you're all so beautiful. And then I go home and I have a hard time seeing myself. I have a complicated relationship with mirrors. I used to avoid them completely. I couldn't understand why God would put me in this skin like me. She is beautiful. Like me, she is magic. I used to believe that. I allowed them to believe that I was broken. But I'm the seed. It's just sometimes I fly so high, I forget what it feels like to breathe. I feel lost. I haven't felt home for a while. I'm not tied down to any place or any person, and sometimes I lose the keys to the walls I built inside myself, so not even my body feels like a safe space. Hey, Faith, I hear you. Hey, Faith, I hear you. Hey, Faith, I hear you. I've been talking to myself again. And for the first time in years, I finally feel heard. My name is Faith. She means unwavering trust. I've been trusting myself more and seeing how high my seed could truly reach. Last night I had a dream where I looked into the mirror, but this time I wasn't being chased. Hey, Faith, I see you. Thank you. Period. All right, I got one more. I mean, shit, I could talk all day, let me tell you. But, you know, there's beautiful talent to be seen. So, yeah, I'm going to just vibe out. And y'all ever have one of those days where it's just like, it's a lot. But it's been a lot for a minute now. So, like, you kind of got to pick something up. Something got to shake. Something got to shake. You know, because your car's a little dirty. And you haven't picked the clothes up off the floor. And how has it been feeding yourself? I cleaned my belly button today. Because I got an innie, so I got to, you know. I took a shower. I brushed my teeth. I didn't floss, but still, I'm going to grant myself the win. I ate a meal today. I'd be lying if I said it was a full meal. I drank my tears for dinner. I fixed myself sleep for dessert. Can they call it an eating disorder if it's just depression? Can they call it an eating disorder when at least I swallowed something? At least I digested my emotions long enough to not throw them back up onto someone else. Can they call it depression? When the hurt was self-inflicted, when I stayed in the relationship longer than I know I should have, when I chose silence over my own sanity. See, one day I learned that the speed of sound is faster underwater, and ever since then, I've been wondering if you could hear my screams louder when I swallowed them. When I made a deactivating bomb out of my throat and pushed away the need to be heard by you. I cleaned my belly button today. I did my laundry. I didn't fold my clothes, but I did take them out of the dryer. I processed my emotions today. I processed. How scary it was. How beautiful it was. See, sometimes my car feels too full for me to fit in. I have anxiety in the front seat, driving the way. I have doubt in the back, holding the map, and sometimes sometimes I try to squeeze myself into the passenger side, but distrust is always fighting over shotgun. There are times when my car is just too full for me, for this vessel to fit in, so I surrender my body to travel on autopilot destination, a place where I feel safe and the map reads, error. The place you're trying to reach may not be found. New destination, home. And the map reads, error. The place you are trying to reach may not be found outside of yourself. I've been searching for myself for so long. I do not know where to look anymore. So I figure I'd stop by. Or maybe I'd try to. I guess I'd clean my belly button today. I'd get out of bed. I'd water my plants. And my soul, I'm healing enough to not blame the damage you've done on you. And I must do that. I must do that because I had a conversation with God today, and he told me, drop your bags off. Continue to move forward. Let go. Surrender. Don't worry. Just trust. Have faith. Look at me and know that I'm carrying you home. And I want to leave you with this. Last year on my birthday, I went to the beach with my best friend, and we pulled up, and it was nighttime, and we laid out a sheet on the floor and on the sand, and we allowed ourselves to look into the water with only the moon. During this time, an emergency truck came to us, and all we could see were these beaming lights, and the men, they spoke to us, and they said, have you seen a little girl? And we said, we have not. And I thought to myself, poor girl, they're not going to find her. She must feel forgotten. She must feel so lost. And 10 seconds later, I saw a girl wandering towards the fire truck, and I said to myself, wow. How her family called out to her, how they went looking for her, how she did not give up, how she kept walking in the dark. And I wondered about all the times that I felt forgotten, that I felt like all I was ever going to be in this world is lost. But I can tell you, I know that little girl had something inside of her called faith. And I know she trusted that her mother, that her father were not going to give up on her. And today I allowed myself to be home yesterday. Yesterday was the first time that I've ever went out with my father, and I allowed him to take care of me. How hard it was to allow myself to believe that I'm worthy of this love that I've convinced myself that I am not today. Today, God spoke to me. God spoke to me and said, I am carrying you home. Just put one foot in front of the other. Walk alongside the ocean. Allow her to cleanse you. Allow her to ground you. Remind yourself that you are worthy. Remind yourself that you are free. Remind yourself that you deserve love because you are a good thing. Are we not good things? Are we not God's children? My child, I'm so proud of you. Welcome home. Thank you. My name is Faithjanee. Remember to trust in God's grace. And if you see something that you like, even if it's a beautiful flower, you don't have to pick it. You can leave it where it is. And look at its beauty and know that that beauty is inside of you. That you also have roots, and you also have a tree, and you also have a bush that is carrying you, and you are the flower. And you can give yourself love. You are the seed. Thank you. Y'all want my Instagram?
Please.
Okay, y'all can follow me at Faithjanee. That is Faithjanee with an extra E. So yes, Faithjanee. Thank you.
That's what this is about, right there. That's expression, that is art, that is experience in life and just being. That is vulnerability. That is what poetry is about. Thank you so much, Faith. Please make some noise one more time for Faithjanee, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all enjoying yourself, say hell yeah. I really hope so, because, oh my goodness. That was beautiful. We got some more beautiful poetry in store. If you're ready for the next act, say hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, my bad. I'm being real mellow right now. Let me pick my energy up. If you're ready for the next act, say hell yeah. Say hell yeah. So start clapping right now and make some motherfucking noise. Welcome to the stage, Brown Sugar.
Oh. Say something? Okay. Peace, y'all. How you doing? So I just want to give a shout out to my work family, school family, poetry family in here. It's cool. My boss rolled up and was like, "You got percussion?" and pulled up with somebody to play bongos. So we lit. I love that. So I am Brown Sugar, and let's just dive into this first piece. It's Stretch. Vibe with me. And the next ones will have a little bongo, but I don't fold, I bend limbs, making my body symmetrical like synonyms, youth body, but when I spit, it's antonyms, it's antiquated. Antique type of chic with a little bit of heat, call me sugar, because I've been that. All right, now let's get into something else. You can start playing, and I'll vibe to you. I want y'all to picture two elements. Can y'all do that? Yeah. Cool. So picture water, flowing, easy, right? Calming, peaceful, has restraint, a little bit. Now picture fire, raging, oppressive, not always invited, and yet takes over. Let's dive deeper. What if we lit water and drowned in fire? Burned at the hands of splash and not flicker? What if we held puddles in high regard, like the smallest forms of water carried a threat of power that would require we respect them? Because we know it can and will grow up to be something that wants to devour by nature. Even at young ages, beginning stages, fire is taught to dominate. Now, at the other end, we often underestimate its twin, water, more than fire. Swim in it, in our leisure, befriend it. Train it, bottle it, sell it, poison it, mock it, taunt it, forget that it too destroys. Oh, but not like fire. Water would dare not live so freely and fully, not without ceasing or self-control, the fear of punishment, the unsettling threat of contamination, so it retracts its claws and runs back to its place, which is literally everywhere, in everything. So what if the roles were reversed? What if we, the underestimated element, took up more space intentionally? Black bodies of water stretching to extend what taught them to condense our overflow to spash, what taught them to let our drip be something less impressive, still flexible, but less stress-inducing as we try to maintain cleanliness from their pollution. Authentic with our existence. Dare they humble the sea until it fits in a pond, give us enough space as the shore would allow, as long as we don't push it. I mean, ain't it like black people to be swallowed and killed by their own being? To be swallowed by ocean when drowning was our only freedom, redemption, seen as equal as long as we don't acknowledge the difference with the sequence. The water is cyclical because it is essential, not controlled, never controlled. And fire was forced to squeeze into a glass jar and feel comfortable, normal, grateful for even having a space at all and a lid. What if flame reflected the very water it so very envied, pretended to be much greater than? Then, I wonder if black people would finally realize that we are ocean, contained by nothing. My God, we are the extinguisher. That's the first one. Thank you. All right. Now, can I get ignorant real quick? So y'all might not be able to be acoustic on this one. It might. So the name of this piece is Bathing. How many of us bathe? How many of us bathe? All right. Shower and bathe. You wash your body. God damn it. All right. So this piece is Bathing. Y'all ready? Me too. Shall I be black soap on a rope? Girl, you so clean. So new Negro smell. So fresh coat of skin, so spit shine, polished, abolished. So spin cycle, so pressed, so iron, so washed up, child. You hung out to dry with a rope. I'm so black soap. I can't even smell myself without causing commotion, without disturbing the peace, without dirtying up my white. Like, love me and hate you must gotta be synonymous. Like sugar coating and cotton cushioning my essence will make it less offensive. Still impressive, just not so exclusive. Forgive my brown sugar, it ain't so inclusive when it comes to accepting intrusion. Accepting the same hands that put black soap behind bars, shower gelled and imprisoned, ain't the only source of cleansing. We so clean. Eyes and teeth them white like Dove Bar, like free bird caged and still can't sing Dove Bar. Like it didn't dawn on me that in order to be ivory, I must wash the zest off me. No longer suave because you begun to caress the black off me. Like I pine sold out for a couple mean greens. I'm so glean, so clean. Fabuloso with the 409 mind, Windex, colorblind, Brillo pad, hard, Clorox thoughts and Lysol linguistic habits. So ID, but goddamn, where my black card? So cleansed, so behaved, so sit down, so convenient, neutral enough for branding before the shipping and handling. All your skin can be forgiven. Just swallow any eclectic cultural references piece by piece. Make room for the gargling of the majority standards and beliefs, mouthwashed. Maybe that's why it burns my throat to have something so unwelcomed in it for too long, to have tongue bitten and swallowed, to have rope tightened around voice. Baby, all your skin is forgiven. It's your choice. Just idolize the workshop till grind holds more weight than time. Wristwatch. Hands wash, then you rinse, repent, repeat, because all your skin is forgiven once you clean your house before we invade. Wash your body before we trade. I know his hair was woolly, but goddamn, Mr. Clean gon' save. Erase. So be more sorry, more mild, more understated, more tiptoe, more hidden, more conditioned to thinking you were ever dirty in the first place. That's how we keep this country safe. We have you bathe and bathe because y'all black niggas starting to look more like God, and it's upsetting my demons. It's just odd. It's not fair. We need you clean and clear, transparent, extinct. I mean, what safer way to be than to be an easy breezy, docile colored girl? My eyes burn. Ooh, my bad, y'all. The mascara ain't drip proof, so it's burning the eyes. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? Good. Somebody save my eyes. Oh, hallelujah. All right. So that's one part. Bongos, you can still play a little bit. This next piece is... Oh, I'm sorry. If you want to. All right. So this next piece is about not getting something that you really want. Pretty easy, right? Okay. I just wanted flowers. They're 3 for $12.99 at Publix. Mix and match. $8.99 to $20 at Whole Foods if the pot is deep enough for soil. I once got a few from Trader Joe's just to see what it would feel like to give myself what I've asked of you countlessly. So I chose some baby's breath to fill the emptiness. Some flowers aren't wide enough to hide the void of the vase, all that space. Water is too clear not to peer in and see the end, so when I bought them, child, I immediately thought of you. Not me. I do that often, you know, consider you. I should have checked your soil more before I begun to sow. Let remnants of another seeds trick me into believing you were growing for me. By my tending, by my soil. My water soaks your roots better than, because I want y'all to hear that one. My water soaks your roots better than any hose, and yet you chose the latter. This rainwater must have stung a little bit when it cooled you, huh? When it cleansed you. When it quenched your thirst, did it hurt a little to sip from another's fountain? Did it taste different? Pause on the music a little bit. When you drunkenly stumbled into another well, did her darkness sober you? Did you finally find what you need? When you touched her walls to climb free, is that when you realized how far you had fallen? You have sunken where I would have happily planted you. I don't know how to swim, but you've taught me how to drift, how to keep secrets, how to look into the sun and tell it it's the only star without burning lies. You've coached me on yearning. You see, the key is to be just out of reach, just fragile enough to be breached like flowers. An uprooted thing can only last but so long. Is that why you've kept her leaves? Dried up petals have helped you fashion potpourri. Anything, I guess, to make the shit less stink. Anything to make the stem less weak. Weeks and dates and hours, and you couldn't find the time to just tell me the truth. You don't want to get me bouquets. Don't you know you can't keep something so precious alive in just water? It calls for soil. Yeah, it's pretty in a vase, but imagine how much it could grow if it's planted. Tended to, admired, protected, like a flower. But maybe that's too much to ask of someone who just doesn't get flowers. And that's that one. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, I'm gonna close it out with this last one. It's an old one, but I found it and I was like, I gotta read this shit because it made me happy. So we are in Atlanta, which most of us already know is the Peach State. ATL. So this is dedicated to the peaches. Don't clap too soon. The name of this piece is Museum Walking. We could do just bongos on this if you want, if you're tired. There is no seatbelt large enough to secure a big booty. No chair that won't whimper, that won't squeak obnoxiously in the quietest of settings. No leggings, no leg room in the back seat, no seat at the table, no standing room at the revolution, no mic time at the show. Just pole, but no pole. no vote, no right to amend normalized behavior regarding the way that we are addressed or undressed by eyes, analyzed, thighs dissected down to the cellulite and skin cells, just skin cells, just skin cells, in industry, they've said, in anything. But for you, black booty, I mean woman. Oh, it is everything. It is your identity. It is separate entity. It isn't what you have. It is what you are. It's a stronger spade than black card. It is big joker. Because it is a big joke, ain't it? You thought it was a compliment. To constantly remind me that it exists before I do. That it could exist without me. That I don't exist without it. That I better hope I never lose it. Because, I mean, what would make me legit? Help me move from left to right. I've watched my sisters hold on to their assets like last breaths. Exist as wallflowers for shelves to sit, as compliments, accessories. We normalize the act of detaching a black woman's mind from her body, forcing her to experience out of body and confuse that shit with nostalgia. Personify her behind so you ain't got to speak to her, right? We be susceptible to unsolicited advice on how to dress less triggering, less asking for it, less attention, begging, and some jeans. Shit, I thought we're covering it. I didn't know you could still see it. I thought it was securing it, like a seatbelt couldn't. Holding it up like a chair wouldn't. Guarding it like jeans really shouldn't have to do. The restraints of patriarchy are not foreign to me. But sometimes, the way my community has internalized it feels like colonization. I mean invasion. I mean defacement. I mean replacement. Shit, I mean embracement. As if it were theirs to give back to us, as if this was an aspect of our reparations. Thank God we have them. Like there's not a whole galaxy existing in front of it, as if this wasn't the flame of the sun that warmed it. As if the butt, the donk, the trunk, the back didn't sit below a backbone. So I guess they forgot that we too are vertebrae, did they? Sisters, need we remind them, do we? That this spine has seen less chain and more wing, more rise than fall. Need we remind them as to why they sit behind us? They see behind us. My advice to this next sister that wrongly defined her behind as her own being: don't turn around. Dare not stop moving forward to address someone who think it not important to address you even at eye level. Don't just take the compliment, but do just live as one entity. Make them strain. They cannot detach what they can't even reach. And to clarify, the booty. Be more of a manifestation of everything we are, rather than it being simply everything we are. Thank you. Good. All right, that was it. So if you want, I also have some art. I've been selling a lot of stuff, but it's over here, Brown Sugar Poetry, on YouTube, on Instagram, everything. It's pretty easy. SUGA, because I'm Southern. God bless you.
Y'all make some noise one more time for Brown Sugar. All right, y'all, we got one more feature poet. Y'all ready for our last featured act of the night? We'll start making some motherfucking noise. Make some noise, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. And welcome to the stage, miyanatl.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all can do better than that. How y'all doing tonight? Hey, thank you. Thank you. Okay, y'all. So, my name is Miyanatl, as he said. I do this often, but I always get nervous in front of a new crowd. And this is my first time here, so y'all bear with me, okay? All right. Do you know, like, say yes? Or something slow? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do a poem that I do often, but every year it changes for me, so hopefully y'all get something from it. It's called Purple Rain, and that's how we're gonna get started. Yeah, I like that. I told him every time he sees a tree, he should think of me. How I give you life, feed you air so peacefully. I give him every piece of me. I think, well, if it's meant to be, then I should let him see some of me. Shadow dance in a room, I'm even hypnotizing me. Rocking to the beat, I'm even satisfying me. I know it can be easy loving me. A confused queen, a work machine, the kind of person that won't even sleep if life isn't functioning perfectly. But just rock with me, rock me to sleep. Catch me when I get shaky, wobbly, my knees are weak. I'm tired of playing hide and seek, thinking that nobody is meant for me. Trying to catch a peek of other people's love because I'm scared to see. Scared to see, ecstasy, edge of your seat, you get the best of me. Waking up, back to sleep, wake up to make sure you're next to me. That's called anxiety. I told him every time he feels a ting, he should think of me. That tingle in his spine, that sparkle in his mind is all of me. So hard to give you all of me. What you get is what you see. Just ignore me when I'm being hard to please. Keep my mind at ease, it's so hard being me. I can't even give you a piece of me. I have no peace, you see. I need to get it now, I'm impatient, baby. Every time you see a clock, you should think of me. Running my mind, ooh, run it back. Every time you see a clock, you should think of me. Running in my mind, running out of time is plain to see, so plain to me what we could be. What I could be, about time you quit playing with me. Every time you hear your pulse, you should think of me. My heart, your heart, they blend so effortlessly. Nobody mesh like you and me. I hold you down, speak life. The man you are is partially my responsibility. So know that I'd give to you, but if I tried, if I feel tried, I will ultimately choose me. I want you so, 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 so bad. But if you're not ready to receive, then I'll leave. All right. It's 11:11, y'all. Make a wish. All right. So, yeah, that was Purple Rain. I'm shy, so I'm going to get right to the next one. I'm shy in front of new people.
You're doing great.
Thanks, y'all. This is great. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. Yeah. I feel good. All right. So, any of y'all ever been in love before?
Yes.
All right, so I got a sub question for that. Anybody been in love before, but you knew it wasn't what you were supposed to be doing? So let's get into it, okay? I like slow stuff, bands, so we talk about feelings over here. So this is called Us, and I named it Us, not about being together all the way. Also, y'all seen the movie Us? And you know how the tethered person is underneath, kind of experiencing what you are, but tethered, different, in reverse, upside down. I allow myself to fall into trenches filled with dangerous creatures, things that want to see me drown, things that like to hold me down. They serenade me like a siren at sea, telling me that everything will be just fine if I just let it be.
Being that my heart loves freely without judgment, I coast down to the bottom with him. As we descend, I grab a hold of him, forgetting that I too can swim, that I don't necessarily need him. I've grown accustomed to the pain in my chest, the pressure from the waves deep within. The path to the top gets further away, and eventually the black hole is what seems safe. I protest and say, maybe we should go back to the top where it's safe. But I can tell by the look on your face that down is the only way. Speaking takes up too much breath, and I need it for this journey. I need it for our tantric lovemaking. The problem is my heart chooses haunting over helping, scarring over sacred. I yearn for the pain that love brings. Twisted foot movements slow dance to the internal screams. But when I close my heavy eyes, I feel that I have so much to leave behind. But love means sacrifice. Doesn't it mean risking your life? I've taught you everything, holding your hand. I taught you how to be a real man. If I leave, we'd be tethered at the feet. In the world underneath, you'd be dancing as I break my feet. When I eat to get full, you'll feel pain because your stomach is empty. When you go to sleep, I be up reliving the nightmare of my life that does not involve you and me. Don't you see? There is no you without me. No matter how bad for each other we happen to be. So if I close my heavy eyes and decide to travel to the other side, I know you'll be holding my hand because you're the only one who really understands. And I allow myself to drown with him because I am partially responsible for the pain in this man. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I'm going to close us out. I'm going to try something because I'm feeling good. Y'all can keep this. I like it. But I'm writing some new stuff. Gonna release some new stuff. So I'm gonna try some stuff with y'all real quick. All right. You came in like, okay, before I even start, can y'all slow down a half beat for me? Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I'm a rider. I just ride, you know? I don't know how to bounce all the way. Yeah, that's good. You came in like a quiet storm, open arms, like a candle in a house, baby. You adorn any room. I'm gonna start over. Y'all rocking with me? We try stuff out over here. We creative, right? All right. Because I be trying to rap. I got bars, y'all. You came in like a quiet storm, open arms, like a candle in a house, baby. You adorn any room. Before they ever knew the flame was lit, we sat down at the bar top, lip to lip, and said things that we can't forget. Yeah. You came in like a quiet storm, open arms, like a candle in a house, baby, you adorn. Before they ever knew the flame was lit, we sat down at the bar top, lip to lip, and said things that we can't forget. You fit in my hand like a show you what it takes and what a woman is. Make me desperate just to get a taste of your honey sweat. You rub my leg, now I like physical. You make my physical numb. That's it, y'all. Alright. So, I just want to tell y'all, I have a show every Monday called Poetry on Peter. So, if y'all ever want to come rock with us, y'all should follow me at miyanatl. miyanatl. That's me. Thanks, y'all. You can find me on Instagram at miyanatl, or Poetry on Peter. Thanks, guys.
Make some noise one more time for Mayana. Band, y'all take a break.